In this video, I'll be talking about how can we achieve our goal in life. It's Tobey from Training Business Pros. Big question, right? How do we get what it is we want in life? How can we win, get to the finish line? How is it that some people seem to skate through life on a golden plated skateboard and we're stuck in the mud, struggling and working our tails off and not really getting anywhere? And so in this video, I'm going to answer this question with what I believe is a very, very important step-by-step formula to learn. There's literally 6 steps to this formula. You're absolutely going to need every step. And by the time you get done this video, you're going to want to start achieving the goal in life today. Let's get started. Okay, so whatever it is you want to achieve in life, whatever that goal is, you want to win something, you want to make more money, you want more friends, you want a relationship, whatever it is you want, there is a formula to get there. And I've got 6 things that are proven to not only get you what you want, but have been literally around for hundreds of years. It's just that most people never shared this information with you. I'm going to share it with you because that's how I get what I want. I help enough people get what they want. I can have what I want. That's kind of the way the universe works. So let's talk about these 6 things. You're going to want to hear them all, so stick around to the end. There are some surprises in here, so let's get going. Number 1, if you're going to achieve a goal in life, you absolutely need to know what that goal is. You do not achieve something by accident. Now, of course, you might accidentally win the lottery, but you didn't get there without buying a ticket. But if that's your only plan for getting rich, then that's probably a weak plan. My suggestion is you can do that, but you might need another plan as well. But what I would ask yourself is, well, what am I going to do if I am rich? That's the goal you want to know and learn and understand and be crystal clear about, because the reason why people don't get what they want in life is they simply don't know what it is. And you have to figure that out. And my suggestion is that you create a big idea, because nothing ever big got created with a small idea. So that's really important. Let's move on to number 2. Stop doing things that do not support that goal. So if you have figured out what your goal is and you do know you're on the path and you're focusing on it and you want to achieve that big goal, there's probably a whole bunch of competing intentions in your life that are winning out. For example, if you have a big goal to lose weight, I'm pretty sure you have enough common sense to know that you shouldn't be sitting around watching television eating potato chips all day. That's not going to support that outcome. For example, if you want a better relationship, I'm pretty sure you shouldn't stay in your bedroom all day long and look at the ceiling. You got to get out there. You got to start meeting people. You have to be interactive. So stop doing things that are not supporting your goal. And I know you know what those things are. It's just they're hard to give up. Well, you know what? You're going to have to, because if you don't stop doing the things that you're doing now, nothing will ever change. Let's move on to number 3. Change your belief system. Most people's belief system is whatever they have in life, that's what was given to them. That's what they got. That's what they call their lot in life. In other words, if they're poor and struggling and getting by, then that's what they believe they'll always have. That's what they believe has been given to them as their role in life. They're going to work hard, they're going to struggle, and only rich people can be rich. Well, in my experience, people who are not rich can become rich by understanding and learning these rules. Because if you don't learn new rules, the rules that you currently have will always keep you where you are. So you have to start changing your belief system. You have to start clearing out any beliefs that think, well, I can't do that because that's not for me, or it's not possible to achieve something. Now, I don't want you to be crazy like you think, okay, I'm going to be an astronaut and you're already like 60 years old and overweight. That's not going to happen. So pick something that obviously you can do and make it big, because again, you want to go after something big versus small. If you shoot for the stars, you're at least going to hit the moon. All right, let's move on to number 4. Get some training. Some training, some coaching, take some courses, whatever you want. The good news is somebody else already has that. For example, if you want to build a business and you've never built a business before, you want to leave your job that you hate and you want to start a small business. Well, go get some advice from somebody who's done that. Take some courses from people who can help you with that. Get some coaching from somebody who knows what they're talking about. For example, I've helped thousands of people in the last 14 years start businesses, grow businesses. I've helped people make a lot of money, and therefore you help enough people get what they want and you can have what you want. But again, if you're just starting out and you want to do something new, trial and error is not going to help you. You need to get some advice from people who've been where you want to be and ask them for directions. All right, number 5. You're going to have to learn some universal law. The first one that you should learn is the universal law of attraction. Basically, what it says is whatever you focus on expands. So the vibrational frequency that you put out is based on the way that you think and the way that you feel. If you're thinking that things are going badly and you're feeling despair and overwhelmment and depression and anger and fear and doubt, then you are vibrating at an extremely low emotional frequency, which will continue to attract like frequencies. Have you ever noticed that when things go badly, they just go really bad? Have you ever heard somebody say bad news comes in threes? Why? Because that's their belief system. They believe that bad news comes in threes and they just keep waiting around. Once one bad thing happens, they're just waiting around for the second one, then waiting around for the third one. Where's their focus? And of course, you're saying to yourself, well, that's the way it is. Well, I'm sure you'll have plenty of evidence of that's the way it is. I also have plenty of evidence that it isn't like that at all. If you change your focus, it can be very different because I don't focus on bad news coming in threes anymore. I may have at one time, but I certainly don't now. I had to change that belief system. And the law of attraction says that whatever I put my focus on, especially when I'm focusing on big things, higher frequency, being emotionally involved, repeating things over and over again, being enthusiastic, that's a very different vibrational frequency. I attract the life that I want because of that. Not because it happens by accident. I didn't end up here by accident. These were choices that my wife and I made together. At one point in our lives, we just started focusing on the life that we wanted because somebody said that that was a good idea. And it seemed to me that they had a very impressive life. And so they gave us this rule book. I'm handing over the rule book to you. There is a rule book to life. And if nobody's ever shared that with you before, let me be the first, because these 6 rules are solid and they will get you what you want. All right, the last one, very important. If you're going to leverage the law of attraction, and there are other laws that you need to learn, such as the law of allowing, the law of giving and receiving, all of these different laws are very important to learn. They're just as important as the law of gravity and just as real. But if you're going to leverage the law of attraction, which is one of the most powerful laws, then you're going to need to consistently monitor your emotions. Now, Jerry and Esther Hicks talk about this in their book, Ask It and Is Given. They have what they call emotional set points. And there are 22 of them. For example, the lowest emotional set point is fear, grief, depression, despair, and powerlessness. Well, of course, that's at the bottom end of the scale. What's at the top of the scale? What's number 1 out of 22? And the answer is joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, and appreciation. That's a very different emotional set point. So what you need to do is consistently monitor what emotional set point you're feeling in the moment and raise that a level or 2. Otherwise, you're going to stay there and it's going to continue to devolve into lower emotional set points. For example, let's say you're feeling frustration and impatience. Okay? Many people feel that on a day-to-day basis. If you stay there, what's going to happen is it will descend into overwhelmment and disappointment and doubt and worry. Those are lower emotional set points. So you need to raise your emotional intelligence a little bit and get above that set point, move up to optimism, move up to positive expectation or belief, move up to enthusiasm and eagerness. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to consistently monitor your emotional set point because that's what puts out the frequency that attracts similar situations, circumstances, and people. So what you want to do is raise your emotional set point, focus on that, believe that, and you will start to attract higher level frequencies, more situations, and more people and circumstances that can support you on your journey to what you chose in number one, which is, what is it you actually want? Thank you for your time. I hope you got a lot out of this. I absolutely know it's possible to achieve any goal in life. I've done many of them over the last 14 years since I transitioned from previous life to this one. And I've even gotten to Carnegie Hall long after I left the music business. How does that happen? It happens on purpose, and it happens with these 6 things. Use them, leverage them, get the life that you want. Thanks for your time.